Johnny, I did this to us.
I know. Are we good?
I did. Yeah, we're good. I mean, we're
Hello.
good. We're sideways.
So
we're kind of sideways. Val's over there. She's fucking way
I'll
off
adjust
camera.
this camera.
We
You guys
got-
have to be. Hold on.
We're
Swear it's
sideways.
getting super.
Oh
awesome.
shit! Hang on, one second. I'm
Val's
gonna
over-
mute that. No way, it's not fucking
Oh yeah, we're hearing ourselves.
barking at us. What is the?
We gotta change the overlay.
Overlay, yeah.
I'm gonna adjust.
Which one is the black one? I don't know either. I wish you had a mic. That way it'd be funny if you said that in the mic. Yeah, no, we're. Oh, there it is. Got it. We're good. Way better. Way better. Yeah, excellent. What is up, everybody? This is the Grim 86 Freedom First live stream. I'm not even gonna bother with numbering it, but it's number 3, I think.
Yeah, two officially.
Yeah, 2, 3. What it is, what it is. What's up, Corey? Thanks for fucking being here, man. You're number 1, dude. You are A1 freedom fighter, and I fucking love you for it, dude. That's awesome.
Oh my God! Ian says the screen's too small to fit him on the camera.
His shoulders are too fucking wide. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you go to the beach? Did you go to the beach and see a beach ball and it was like this big? Ugh.
I need this space.
Yeah.
That's why she's off the screen.
So Jamie just came from a barbecue.
Yeah, I asked where the bathroom was and I was like, it's right over there. Fucking Ian. We need to get him a mic.
Not tooting my own whistle.
You can plug that. You can plug that cord in. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, there needs to be some more volume down on that end of the table.
There you go. I heard it pop on.
I heard it pop. That was a good pop. Oh yeah, it's you're doing just great. You gotta get like real into it.
Really into
There it is, like that,
yeah.
just like that. Yeah, perfect. You sounded real good over there.
You're like talk.
I need headphones.
Corey says, "I love you guys in the non-gay way." I mean, hey, just keep your
Don't you
options
use
open.
Kenny's?
I have another pair.
No, I have a pair in my car.
You can-
Can you get them?
You can love us in all kinds of ways, Corey. We don't. It's not like, I mean, financially we would prefer, but I mean, other than that, well, whatever makes you feel good, man. We're here for you.
Let me get this for you.
What are you doing? Oh, do we just like our own
Yeah,
video?
of course he did.
The glitter, just
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? YouTube ain't pushing our shit,
Yeah.
so we got to do it
Yeah,
ourselves.
As a matter of fact, they're not pushing our shit in a very aggressive manner, and it's
And
kinda
not in the
fucked up.
good way.
Yeah. Pushing our shit. Yeah, I get it. All right. Hey.
Hey.
And nobody's enjoying it is really what's happening. So it's like, yeah, nobody likes it. YouTube is raping us is what I'm trying to tell you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
It's
Shadow banned.
it's rape. Not in the shadows.
Oh, you got room? Hey, you can scoot over a little bit, Jamie, that way.
Hashtag not consent.
A little bit.
Oh, shit.
Except for the mic.
Tugging on my
except for
shit
the
over
mic.
here.
Yeah, except for the mic part.
Watch out.
Hello. There we go. We got room. We had to make room for Ian because he's so big.
He's such a multitude of masculinity. Alliteration aside.
Is there such thing as too big?
Eh.
Look at fucking Ronnie Coleman.
Let's wait for the female to get back in here and maybe she can tell us.
So I'll give you
There you go.
No.
3 people to look at for hashtag is too big.
I like how no one can hear you right now.
I don't give a fuck.
Get him a fucking. Do we need to get him? We need to get Ian a
I
mic.
can't. It's under the table.
Well,
It was not planned to have. So Valerie and Ian are not planned to be on here, so that's why it's kind of like
Look
last
up
minute.
it is what it
But
is.
she got the primary.
3 people. Phil Heath.
It says Owen the wife is watching. Say hi, Jen. Hi, Jen.
Hi,
Look up those
Jen.
3 and tell me
Yeah.
are they too
Corey's-
Ian likes talking
Corey's
about
wife.
men.
Ian, he's talking up a storm over there, and only I can hear him through my headphones, and you guys can't hear him. And I feel like we're doing you a service. It is what it is.
hashtag debatable?
Totally. So what's going on? You came from a barbecue. You did your holiday fun.
Yeah, we did Memorial Day at my folks' place. My folks live right on the street where the Memorial Day parade goes by. And so they use my old man's power and stuff to run the PAs for the judge booth, or the judge platform, we'll call it. It's basically a flatbed trailer. And so we're out there. We got a prime spot. It's where the judges are. Everyone stops there because they are being literally judged in the parade. We get the fucking hand waves from all the fucking princesses and shit like that. And candy gets thrown out and American flags get handed out and whatever. And we're all just getting hammered on the other side of the
Tribalism.
fence. Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's a great reason for a barbecue. I
Good
mean,
excuse to barbecue.
yeah, it's supposedly like a lot more than that or whatever if you buy into the whole patriotic side of it. And yeah, it's tribalism though. It is what it is. Like, it's not. I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, I like Memorial Day because the thing is, I like
It's
Memorial
for the
Day.
fallen, so I respect it.
I missed the missing man formation. Do you know what that
I'm
is?
so
Yep.
bummed that we
Yeah, I
missed
fucking
that.
missed that. So like,
They
for
did the
those of you guys,
flyby.
yeah. So for those of you who don't know what the missing man formation is, they do like a 5 formation flyby in like P-51s, like straight up old school planes. What's that?
It set me off a little bit.
It set you off a little bit.
See, I walked downstairs and I was putting shit in my truck
Uh huh.
and I saw it. Not gonna lie, I thought about climbing under my truck.
Okay, so
Flashbacks.
Ian's explaining that like the flyovers like kind of set him off a little bit PTSD wise.
Well, it's low. You're not used to hearing that either. You know what I mean?
That's some real shit. Dude, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
Before I get into that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the missing man formation is to honor I think the POWs and the fallen at war. You have a five plane formation, and then one of them peels off and goes away from the rest of the formation. They call it the missing man formation. They do it every Memorial Day as a flyover. It's a respect thing, and I think it's really cool. Like, maybe I'm just a fan of pageantry. I don't know what it is, but like I really like it. But now I'm gonna get into some shit because what you were talking about is like that gives
And
you
it's
fucking
P-51, so come on.
yeah, fucking Mustangs.
So,
It'd be nice if you had a microphone
yeah,
because
give-
you're just making noise.
Yeah.
so if you want to get into some shit,
Well,
so
I do.
So you like the missing man formation?
I
'Cause
think
it
it's
symbolizes-
neat, right?
It symbolizes who fell, right?
Right.
If you go on, I'm pretty sure any base, if you go to their DFAC, they will have a table.
What is that? What is a defect?
DFAC is the like chow hall
Okay.
where you go to eat, right?
Okay.
They have a table set up and it's blocked off from everybody. It's set up with a plate, forks, knives, a cup, everything, napkins, everything, and it's just sitting there empty. It's the same concept, but it's in a defect. It's the same shit. It breaks your fucking heart.
So they make a plate
Every
for you,
time.
basically. They set a place for you
Yeah, so they set
when
a
you're
place.
not there.
It's so they set a place for. So there's two things. I'll tell you about the defect one. Is what I'm telling you about.
Okay. Okay.
So the defect one, they set a place for whoever's fallen, right? So whoever's like, if you've died in combat, whatever, there's a place for you, but it's empty because you're obviously not there. The other thing, which is the reason why I will never go to a fucking funeral ever again in my life, is you go to a military funeral and they will call out. They'll do roll call, right?
Is it 3 times they do it?
Yeah, they'll do roll call. They'll call out 3 people, and then whoever died, they'll call their name, and nothing. Nobody will say anything.
Silence.
And then they'll call it again, nothing. Nobody will say anything. And they call it a third time, and then that's the last time. And it breaks your fucking heart.
That's fucking brutal, dude.
I
Oh
will
my
never,
God.
I will never go to a military funeral again. I was forced to go to this one. This is the only reason I went.
Oh my god. I couldn't imagine. Okay, so 2 things. First of all, like I couldn't imagine being in the military. The second thing is I couldn't imagine being in the military and then just being a blubbering bitch in front of all my fucking brothers. Like, I swear to God, like, dude, I wouldn't be able to hold it together. Are you fucking out of your mind?
Dude, I can't hold it together at a normal funeral.
Val, give him the mic again.
Oh God.
That's fine too.
So,
This is a shit show.
I'll tell you one thing. There wasn't a dry eye in the thing. I've never seen so many grown men, so many respectable men, so many men that you would think like in the face
Tough
of
as nails shit. Yeah, I
like
got you.
eat fucking nails and milk for breakfast, like cry in one session.
That's fucking brutal, dude.
And nobody judged each other after it was over. You know, everybody just went their own ways. We never talked about it again.
Yeah.
It was a respect thing. Everybody, it's just hard to fucking do, dude.
Yeah,
I
can't imagine. Are you fucking kidding
you
me?
do not ever want to lose a brother in arms, right? Like so let's say, you know, we do some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what happened, I saved your ass, you saved my ass, and then later on in life, you know, I lose you, you lose me,
Yeah,
whatever
one of us doesn't make it.
whatever it is, you're gonna fucking hurt. You don't want that to happen.
I mean, even in day-to-day life, like losing somebody is not easy.
But imagine that dude saved your life.
Love you too, Corey.
You owe, like, let's say you owe
Yeah.
that guy your life, and you can never repay him back. Like that's how I felt.
Corey
It's
wanted
brutal.
to know whose gun that was on the table.
Glock 17, mine.
I didn't say nothing because I'm
It's got a paddle holster.
I ain't no snitch.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
No,
this is the one I carry around the house, and I use it all the time. These paddle holsters work really good. It's a Phobos paddle holster. No one can hear you.
Yeah, Ian.
That's
Also,
why you're doing it.
Ian, I wanted to tell you too, like, not to take away from your story, because that was pretty fucking, like, gut wrenching. What you just said, like, that was
It's fucking brutal.
that was
bro.
good, man. That was really fucking good. That is rough, man. Like, I can't believe it. I had a feeling it was someone's concealed.
No, it's not a concealed. This
yeah,
is
it's not concealed.
this is on the waistband.
It's hard to
Goes on the
conceal the
outside.
17. I think, like, if you were gonna conceal carry, you would conceal the 19 or the 23 or something like that, like either the 40 or the 9, but the smaller frame one, which are still not great concealed guns. I feel like if you're really gonna conceal, you go with like a car, or you go with a the shield, the M&P shield.
Yeah, that's
the
a little
M&P
guy.
shield
Yeah.
is like
Or
pretty
the
small.
43 that we can't get in California, the Glock 43.
43?
Yeah, it's a single stack.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
I got to
don't
shoot
know
that
anything
one
about
from
that one.
a cop buddy of mine.
That's pretty cool. Hold on.
We can't hear you, dude.
Give
We
him
can't
a
even-
mic.
we
Would
can't
you-
even hear you.
Mike, Jesus Christ.
I can't. Okay, so for the live streamers at home,
Yeah, no.
I can't give him a mic because the cord is under the table, which was not planned.
Do you want
So
me
I
to get,
can't do
should
it.
I get the cord? Should I just get the cord?
Just,
Bro,
This is
just
fucking
get
annoying.
under there. Just get under there.
you just get under there. Fuck off. Valerie, welcome to the show. Yeah, this is what happens when everyone on the podcast is drunk showing up.
Hey, Jamie told me to get some wine, all right? And he's like, if you don't have
Define
wine,
some.
my mother will give you wine.
It's not. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, we're gonna do it just over the top. Or should we go under the table with it?
We need the elevator music playing right now.
They're reaching under for each other.
Yeah. This is why I didn't do it, because
Fucking giant pain in the ass. Right, this is a fucking sorry excuse for what the fuck we're doing. Oh.
It's plugged in already? There. You hear me?
you're in.
Testing.
You're in.
Yeah, your testes are great. That's
Balls
fine.
and testicle. Okay, all right.
What you guys missed is he's talking about sunglasses most of the time.
Yeah, so if you look at these sunglasses, as I was saying,
Well, hold on. Those
they're
are Oakley
standard
M,
issue.
No, they're
Oakley
not.
M frames,
They're
aren't
standard issue ESS.
they? Oh.
They
Gay.
suck dick.
Yeah,
I
if they're
fucking
not
hate 'em.
Oakleys, then I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, that's why I said they suck dick. I fucking hate them. So ketchup Johnny.
Nah, whatever.
Hashtag debatable.
Nah, I'm a little bit more of a mustard guy than ketchup.
Where that fits in, I don't know, but all right.
Yeah, you said ketchup, Johnny, so I said no, mustard.
Dude, Corey
Dicks,
says his wife
vaginas,
has
it
a
doesn't really matter to you,
Glock
right?
19 in hot pink. That's pretty fucking tight, dude.
Oh,
That's cool.
I'm super jelly
Slide
right now.
and frame, or just one or the other? Which one, Corey?
Probably the lower.
I'm thinking the lower probably because they usually Cerakote the lower and they keep the slide.
Dude, he
I don't
says.
care.
Like-
It's hot pink and
Like
black.
pistol
I'm all
grip
about it.
pink? Is that what? Is that
Get
what's
the
going on?
cord.
Yeah, Glock 19
Oh.
supposedly. I
Well, you
want
can
to know
get
which
the
part,
you can
though.
get the slide and everything pink as well, right?
No, you can
Yeah,
Cerakote
you have to
anything.
have someone do it after the fact, right?
Yeah, you can Cerakote the plastic and the steel if you wanted to, but I mean, like, I feel like if I were to get a hot pink Glock,
Lower.
The
Yeah,
lower
the
would be
lower,
hot
yeah.
pink. Yeah, for sure.
I'm on that train as well. Just the lower and the slide being black. I
Yeah.
would totally fucking.
Oh
rock
yeah,
that.
because I want a tan one is what I want.
I mean, we're
want a
talking
fucking-
about guns,
a
not
tan one.
trains, so I don't know what you're talking about. I
He
mean,
said lower. He
there's
said
a lot
lower.
of drunk guys at this table.
He said the lower.
I'm not
So
a guy.
so
don't
so when
don't
we get
discuss
into
You're one of the bros.
when we get into like painting guns and everything, I'm gonna go back to when me and Johnny were talking before the podcast. I'm gonna tell you right now, you need a gun that you can get down and dirty with, and then get your fucking
Get my
your,
Glock real
your
quick.
Trailer queens is what we
Yeah,
were calling them.
your fucking
Yeah,
your
so
pavement princess.
yeah,
or
we were
whatever.
just saying like have a primary rifle or a shotgun, depending on what your preference is. I mean, I would prefer a rifle, but semi-auto, and then have a secondary
Yes.
that runs, so you know they're good. Make sure they're a gun that you can actually take and throw in the dirt, and you're not going to worry about it because you don't want to hesitate when you're training and stuff
Exactly.
like that or in real life. And go with that first. And that's why all my stuff, I always paint. Can you hand me my double mags real quick? It's the same brand. But yeah, I paint all my stuff, and all my mags are painted and stuff, and they get thrown in the dirt, and I don't care. You know?
This
But then
holster.
but what you're saying real quick, after you have your primary and your secondary handle,
Yeah, then you get
then
your pretty
get your
princess
chrome
shit.
nickel
Right.
Yes.
plated 45 or
Your
something. like
fucking
that.
So-
your nice shit that you don't want to do anything with. You just show off to your buddies. Be like, oh, look at this shit.
This one is my like nice. Okay, so this first of all, start off. I'm not trying to front. This is fake. This is an airsoft gun.
Airsofter.
Yeah, it's not a fucking real gun. You can see it doesn't actually hold any fucking brass. Whatever. It's actually
It don't look like this.
there's still gas in that mag actually, which is kind of nice.
That's nothing.
So what I did was it's the tan frame. This is a WE, I think. And WE,
so.
it's got the extra large backstrap on it. There's not even a fucking light in that fucking the cannon on the front. It
It's a
just
prop.
looks fucking
It's a
tight.
prop, yeah.
Yeah, it's a prop. I put the gold barrel, gold outer barrel on it, so it's got the gold.
The bling factor.
Yeah, a little bling factor, but I thought it kind of went well with the tan. But I mean, this was like my favorite fucking.
We've
Pistol.
used that too, like when we train and stuff too, because it's kind of a nice.
Well, because okay, so literally, all right, right.
Well, it's an
It's
airsoft.
yeah,
so-
I know, but still, it's still. We literally this is a Glock 17 replica. It is actually the size of a, what's the 45 Glock 21?
That's a 17, right?
Yeah, so Glock
So
20.
the 9 mil.
Yeah, this
Fuck
is
it,
the
we're
9.
doing it live.
So it's this. Yeah, you're good. So, but as far as for like the width and
So
whatnot,
they're both 17s. One's airsoft, one's real.
One
Yeah.
weighs about 5
What?
pounds.
Give me
one
your
weighs
mag.
about
Give me
fucking
your
a
mag.
half a pound.
So this is a mag with fucking brass in it.
Fucking fits in the air.
Oh, it doesn't actually
Almost.
lock.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
there's a-
because
there's
there's
a
a
round
round in
in it.
there. Yeah. All right. This will probably lock in there. Try it. Not quite.
Well, lock, but it fits nice.
Yeah. So this is basically so it's a 17 as far as for the licensing goes. If you were to buy a holster for it, it's actually a replica of the 21, which is the 45 in the same form factor. So if I were to buy a holster for this, a live fire holster for it, it would be the 45 version. It'd be a Glock 21, not a 17. But I don't know, man. I dig it. Do you like it with this backstrap on it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You don't run yours with the backstrap, huh? No, nothing on it.
No, this gun is completely stock except for the light. So
Yeah, that thing's fucking
I
bad,
don't
dude.
need any fancy nothing.
Yeah.
It works just fine.
It's insane how real they get.
Yeah. Oh, the airsofts. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Well, I mean, Justin. Shout out to Justin. Well, he's not here. Was it the USP? Right?
Yeah, USP compact and 40 cal.
Yeah. You guys changed slides from airsoft.
That's
to real.
we fucking
You
did. That's
It
right.
was fucking insane.
So I had a USP compact made by KWA, and I actually had so there was a time where a company, I think it was at KSC, which is the Japanese manufacturer of
Okay, Corey.
KWA, and KWA is Taiwanese, and they because it's Japan, they don't give a fuck about American copyright laws, whatever. They were
Right.
or even German copyright laws at this point. They made an H&K. Nice. That's Corey. That's fucking bad, dude. That's legit.
Oh, that's so sexy.
Valerie's happy right
Oh, I'm so orgasming over this.
now. Yeah.
So they made this slide that was full H&K trademarks, and I put it on my Airsoft, USB compact. And then a buddy of mine ended up buying a 40 cal for whatever the fuck reason.
And it went fully auto?
It went full auto. He bought a 40 cal USB compact. I don't like the 40 cal. We'll get into that later, but I was able to take the slide off of my Airsoft gun and put it onto his frame, and then vice versa. So like they were to the tolerances were exactly. It wasn't like these WE guns where it was like it was the same form factor for the one that was a caliber larger, which is dumb because they're technically 6mm anyway. So why wouldn't it be smaller? I don't know how they whatever, but it was crazy that we could swap slides on these different frames, and one was real and one was not.
You lost me when you got into molecular structures and alloys and things.
Did I really though?
Yeah.
Did I though? Come on.
Yeah. All right. So how's it going, Corey? I like how Corey's all interactive. He's blowing it up right now.
Corey's
man.
our
Fuck yeah.
dude right now.
That
Corey,
was a cool pick.
That was a fucking badass pick. I
Gotta love
fucking
the
want
pretty,
that shit, dude.
Pretty Glock in the pink.
Dude, the hot pink and black is my thing. And
I would run that.
I'm so down to get something like that.
Yeah, it's funny because like
Okay.
her name, her call sign when we were playing Airsoft was pink.
Mm-hmm.
You had those little
Mine
skeleton
was
gloves,
brown
right?
eye.
I did. I think
Yeah.
I lost one though. I'm super bummed.
Yeah, mine was chocolate starfish.
We were in a tag team.
Oh my god. Brown eye? What the
yeah.
fuck?
We
Yeah,
give 'em-
chocolate starfish.
We used
bro.
to give him the
Chocolate
old one
starfish.
too.
Chocolate starfish I understand. The
Oh,
brown eye I
bro.
don't
Why?
really I don't really
Why?
get that one.
Yeah, you gotta watch. What the hell is that movie? The one
Probably
with-
probably episode 5.
Oh, maybe all right. Yeah, chocolate
bullshit.
starfish. I know where that comes from. Brown eye. Don't know.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it if you're thinking of like
Your
Pink-
butthole, bro.
pink eye. You know.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Well,
FNP.
you've
You have
never
an
had-
FNP? Is
you've
that
You're
obviously-
gonna get, I'm not rubbing my eye in a
You
butthole.
obviously never had her fart in your face, so.
Hold it.
No,
Yeah, it
I
just-
have not.
Yeah, it just sounds like pink eye. Anyway, Corey.
Hashtag uncomfortable.
Corey, you're talking about fucking FNP 40. Is that anything like the FNX 45? Like it's obviously made by FN, right? So it's a Belgian gun. What?
The
So what?
Belgian dip.
I'm gonna look it up.
Is
Actually,
it-
what is an
is-
FNP 40? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look that up.
Are those two different models or is there two different guns? Because FN, I don't know.
We're looking at it right now.
All right, whatever.
Oh, it's an M&P. No, wait, that's an FN. What the fuck? What is this? Dude, it looks like a Glock 19 basically. It's got the long handle like a 17, but it's got a short slide.
It's got external hammer.
Looks like
Yeah, so it's not a center fire like the Glock is.
They could
I'm
see
gonna
it
I'm
in
gonna go and put that up on the screen here. Yeah, there's our FNP 40 right there.
Grim 86 and Gun Talk.
That's pretty fucking cool though, actually. I could probably get on that.
Hey,
I
as long as it's not a fucking piece of shit gun, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a decent
Well,
gun. You know what
so
I mean?
I don't fuck with FN at all. The only FN that I would get. Okay, so honestly,
No, it's
if I was being honest, I would get. There's two FNs that I would get.
that definitely looks like a Smith and Wesson.
There's two F. It looks like it, doesn't it?
That's
Yeah,
so that was
you
the
just looked
first
it up.
thing when I saw that picture. It was the first thing I thought of was that looks exactly like a Smith
Like an
and Wesson.
M&P, right?
Yes, yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
That's what I thought it was, but like you can see the FN crest on it.
Yeah, that's the first
Oh,
thing
no.
I looked up.
I'm here with you. I'm
Dead
here with
on.
you.
Yeah.
So the
So the one thing that I noticed right away, though, immediately when I saw it, is you had that little, the trigger guard is a little bit rounder.
Yeah.
You know, that was the main thing that didn't make it look like it. That
Well,
was the only
grip
thing.
is a little longer too.
all right, yeah.
That-
Corey's
yeah,
here with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Corey agrees. He
Grip.
said it looks
Yeah.
a lot like
Yeah.
SW, but he said his wife shot it one time and she got the 9. Instead,
Because
basically.
of 40.
Yeah. Well, fuck the 40. I'm sorry, Corey. Like
Sorry.
I get it, man. Like it's in between like the 9 and the 45, but like I'd rather put lead down range with a 9 all day. I hate
Cost of ammo too.
I hate the fucking kick of a 40. I'd rather shoot a 45. Even though 45 kicks more, it's
It
more-
comes down to preference
it's
ultimately.
just more
you know what I mean?
predictable. I don't know what
But
it is.
most guys that go into like tactical schools and stuff like that, they're running 9s. Most of them.
Yeah, well, I ran
I'd
the
run
I
a
ran
nine all
just
day.
'cause of
All
volume
day
of
I'd run a
ammo,
nine.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I ran the M9 in the military. It was the same shit. 9
Yeah.
millimeter fucking
Yeah, Beretta.
Beretta.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I mean,
so
like,
Just
it is what it
basic-
is,
it was
right?
basic
Like,
bitch shit.
I
but, you know,
fired that
it's-
Beretta. That Beretta is fucking butter.
Oh.
Like super butter.
So the thing.
so is a SIG 226, bro.
So with
I've done the 229. I haven't shot the 226.
So with
I've
the
done
M9
the 229,
Similar.
also butter.
the M9 is the same thing. I'll tell you about the M4 is if you get a brand new one, you won't enjoy it. If you get one that's been fucking like beat on, it's been worn down, it's been like battle tested,
Yep.
you'll fall in love instantly.
Oh yeah. Well, the one that I shot was from a shooting range, so
Yeah,
I know that
dude,
it
you'll-
was beat to fuck. You, know
will
what I mean?
fucking love it. The ones
I
you get,
did.
if you get it brand new and you shoot it for the first time, you'll be like, I fucking hate it. I hated shooting a
So,
brand new
my
Beretta.
dad used to have one that was a Taurus version of it, and it was the biggest piece of shit I've ever shot. But it was a Taurus, so it wasn't the real thing. But it looked just like it. The only difference is it had like the fake wood grips on it, which made it look really fucking stupid.
Well, that's
But
that's
I
just
hated
going
it.
into 1911 shit. So
But I don't. Me personally, I don't like any guns with external hammers. That's why I like Glocks. I like no safety. I don't want anything. I want to just be able to go bang. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to think about anything except for reloading it.
well, yeah, I think that's where you influenced me a lot. Is because for a long time I thought the Beretta was like the best fucking gun. The Beretta, the 1911.
Well, and it's a
all that
good gun
shit.
because it is battle tested and police
right,
departments and,
but
and military.
until
It's got that light and slide and shit.
yeah, until I
it's-
started learning
it's
more
not a
about
piece
it.
of shit.
It was until I started learning more about it. I think that the Glock 17, the Glock 19
Makes
those are-
sense.
Those are the two best.
Well, you're
Gun-
the AK guy too. Like you
Yeah,
would
I
rather
love-
have an
fuck,
AK, right? So we're
love
talking
AK.
like that's kind
Yeah.
of that
you,
same
yeah,
concept.
you literally, like in my opinion, you cannot be an AK fan and not like the Glock series.
I just spilled on
That's
myself.
all right, John. Nobody saw it.
It was
No-
live.
nobody saw it.
And I'm wearing green, so
You're
it's
good.
like
You're good.
this is what digital camouflage in the military looks like. It's my ACU.
That's it's active camouflage. They call it. It's like Master
This
Chief.
is shit you guys don't have yet. The Predator is still
Master
rocking
Chief
it.
has it. Yeah, it's fine. From Halo. Yeah. Like you literally cannot be a fucking AK fan and then also
Exactly,
not be
yeah.
a Glock fan.
Yeah.
Because they are I mean, yeah, there's a lot of small, like intricate parts in the Glock. Like you literally cannot fire a Glock if you don't pull the trigger. There's with the safety or there's no safety, I get it, but there's like
Kimber.
the center fire mechanism is locked out if the gun is not in action mode. It's crazy. The Glock is a lot of people are like, oh no, safety, and you're like, no, because it'll only fire if you pull the trigger. And like unless you have some sort of gear malfunction or a shitty holster or whatever the fuck where like you go to holster it and it NDs, like you're never gonna fucking have that problem. That's one thing I like about it too. Like exactly what you said. Like
Yeah.
fucking you take it out, it goes bang.
NDs.
NDs, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
Negligent
NDs.
discharge.
I know what it is.
So did I?
I was
Did
gonna say NDs nuts.
ND's nuts.
Did I tell you about the ND I witnessed in fucking in the military? So we're in Virginia, right? I think it was Virginia. Yeah, it was definitely Virginia. We're doing live fire. We're doing a live fire range, 4-man squads. We're doing it with the infantry. I was 12 Bravo combat engineer. They treat us like we're shit. So the infantry's going through this shit. We're watching. This PV2 is
Val, can I borrow your vape?
he's going through it with his squad, and
Yeah, in a second.
he
She's gonna
He-
puff give.
he breaks formation. So we're doing a fucking 4-man wedge is basically what it was. So you're basically in a line. You're staggered a little bit, but you're assaulting forward, and then there's a 45-degree turn. So there's a 45-degree turn, and you turn and you assault that way. So this PV2 is like in the middle of the 4 guy, 2, and 1 guy. And
PV2 is when you put two PVC pipes next to each other and you have PV2. They don't understand all this.
Yeah, what is it?
military-
What does that
private
mean?
too. It's
There you go.
it's
Is it second class?
yeah. So you rank
Okay,
up
okay.
from basic bitch, right? Your basic bitch.
Now you're just a
two.
bitch.
You're bitch. You're just a bitch. All right. So this dude breaks formation, shoots an E5 in the back of the head, right? And
What's the E? Engineer?
E5,
Yeah, I don't
sergeant,
know. Oh.
sergeant.
Is E like the pay grade or what do you
Yeah.
guys?
So it's your rank. It's your
Okay.
pay grade E5 E. So it goes E1 through E fucking 9, I think, sergeant major.
Okay.
So yeah, so he's an E5. He's a sergeant. He's got the 3 stripes. So stripe.
The
stripe,
three
stripe.
triangles.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
got
that's
it.
sergeant.
Okay.
So he's
Good
big-
intel.
he's
'Cause I don't know this shit. Like
So he's a-
I've seen it, but
He's
I
a
don't
team
know it.
leader, right?
Got it.
And then E6 would be squad leader. E7 would be platoon sergeant.
Okay.
So
So he busts it off around.
he's fucking shot this E5 in the back of the head, and instantaneously you see like 100 dudes swarm this dude and beat the shit out of him.
Hit him in the helmet.
Yeah, hit him in the
Okay.
helmet. So he
So
spent,
he made it. He made it.
Yeah, so he
Okay.
spent 5 months in ER before he was okay to leave.
Fuck, dude.
From a
Dude,
fucking
that's-
from a code red, basically.
Yeah,
Like
so
it's-
basically from an ND.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
He'll never fucking do that again, will he?
No, I think he's in Fort Leavenworth getting his shit pounded.
Well, I'm just saying he's never gonna fucking.
Oh no, he will not be able to, and if he were able to, he wouldn't do it again.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
Right.
If you're what were we talking about earlier?
Wait, I don't know. I was reading the thing over here. What
You're-
now?
You're pounding shit. or
Oh, the
whatever.
brown eye.
Yeah, whatever. If you're
Pushy
doing
shit.
that, that dude,
Yeah.
that's the dude.
Oh
to call.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
He's got
Yeah.
He's got a real big brown eye now.
He's
is what it is.
he's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's what we like to call him.
He's
around
got
here.
his stretches in. Yeah. Just sounds like a wind tunnel.
throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Exactly.
Val.
On your
That's awesome.
All
Well, I mean, not as awesome, but I mean.
now
it is
that we
what it
got
is.
to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
this is all Jamie's fault. Once
Does
again.
anyone want to talk about politics? That's kind of what we're here for.
Oh yeah, let's talk about politics. I got a story.
Oh
Just
God.
kidding. I don't have a story.
I don't know. I feel like Corey's the only guy watching this. It's like
Yeah.
it's the Corey show. It's this
It
show
is.
for Corey.
Sure.
That's fine.
I'm good with that.
I'm cool with that too. I don't know. Where the fuck are our other guys that are gonna show up?
Who knows?
Damn.
It's not white. It's a gray shirt. First of all, I'm probably late on explaining that, but yeah,
Little
it's
bit.
white. It's
Little
gray.
bit.
It's gray shirt.
So Corey, you mentioned Kimber, and there was a gun shop in the middle of Galway, and we decided to visit it. Jamie, myself, and I think one other person. I can't remember who it was. And so I'm like, oh, look at the 1911s. I like that one. And Jamie's like, of course you do, because that's a Kimber, and it's the most expensive one that you're gonna find in this shop.
She's
And
got
I'm like,
fucking expensive taste, dude.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Kimbers are like what the best like production
oh.
They
45
are
out
and,
there.
and like and if you and so I've been
without
told
having a handmade one.
I've been told that like they're not great only because
I've shot 'em, they're
only
alright.
It's a 1911, right? But like if
Single
you have to buy,
stack.
if you have to buy one that isn't handmade, it comes off a production line.
That's the one to go with.
Kimber one is the one to go with. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can fucking afford it. It was a little tiny little concealed carry fucking 45. They wanted like $2,500 for it.
Can
or
you imagine the
$1,200, some
recoil on
bullshit.
that motherfucker too, though,
Oh.
with that little barrel?
I honestly didn't even know what a Kimber was until right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
It's
really?
like the 1911
Oh,
style.
shit, dude.
like,
They're cherry, dude. They're cherry.
so
Who was it?
pretty.
L.A. I think it's L.A. SWAT. Were carrying them. That was like their actual like duty pistol.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, they
them.
got that fucking contract. That'd have been nice for them as a company.
Yeah, that's exactly what my buddies look like. Not that one. That's a little baby one, but
Yeah.
the standard one.
Oh, like
Can you imagine the recoil on that little stub nose? Like fucking no.
Yeah.
Corey, post it up in the chat, dude. Post a link to it. I'll bring it up on the screen. Show me the one you want, because like $1,000 for a Kimber is
What?
low.
Yeah.
Is like
You could-
low.
pay $1,000 for these nuts. But fuck that.
Or you could get a Glock double stack 45.
Or you can get
for
a
$600
Glock 17 for $450
Yeah.
on fucking
But I mean, if you
ADP
wanted a
builders,
45
so.
caliber, that's all I'm saying.
I think Glock 21.
Well,
Glock
I'm
21.
saying
If
you go
that's
to any other website. So the one I went to was ADP Builders. You could probably get one cheaper on that website.
So do you guys want to have this conversation? You guys want to talk about shot placement versus
We
caliber
can talk-
size?
We can talk about whatever you want to talk about, bro.
So cute.
It's so
I'm just
cute.
saying, like, there's
Yeah,
an
do it.
endless debate about
Do it.
shot placement versus caliber size, and I personally am more on the side of shot placement. Me personally, because I'll rock around with a 9 all day. Don't
Oh yeah,
fucking
shot
Whatever.
I agree with you. Shot placement.
yeah.
Yeah.
You go too?
Caliber. If you let's go headshots. You hit a dude in
Whoa.
the head with a 22.
He's done.
Easy.
He's
right?
done. Yeah,
Easy.
it is. So the thing is, like, my grandfather on my stepmom's side, he's a retired sergeant major Green Beret. Like, he was SF, right?
Basically a badass. Right?
But he fucking rolls 45 cc all day. Like, fucking, he doesn't fuck with anything smaller than 45 because he says you put one in these guys and they go down. And I get that because, like, if you think about it, like, you put a small hole in somebody, they still have enough adrenaline, enough life in them to still come at you. Whereas a 45,
So the ballistics, though, will say differently, though, and sometimes. Like, they'll say also that it doesn't penetrate as much, it doesn't tumble, doesn't do different things,
right?
where a 9mm will. So it does still come down to shot placement, because you could hit someone with a
In-
45 in the arm, right?
In my opinion,
Ah,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm
absolutely.
totally on your side with the shot placement.
the only thing I'll go against shot placement with is the 249.
Well, you're talking machine. He's a machine gunner.
Well, I'm saying, so let's think about it. The 249 shoots the 5.56 so
Tiny ass
fucking
bullets.
We're all
fast.
talking about pistols, and he's like over here.
so it shoots it
No, it's
so
like,
fucking
This is my secondary,
So-
bro.
so it shoots it so ridiculously fast that the bullet tumbles. It could hit you in the fucking foot and come out your fucking face. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
the
And
only,
the other 80 bullets that just hit you.
That's the only argument I have against shot placement. But
Fair
if
enough.
we're going,
But we're also
going
talking to
with,
machine gunner.
if we're going with a marksman's theory, 2 in the chest, 1 in the head, it doesn't really matter what you get them with. If you're shooting,
Yeah.
as quickly as you can to your ability, and you put 2 in their chest and 1 in their head, I mean, it doesn't really matter what you're shooting.
That's true, and also ammunition type too. If I'm shooting wad cutters, they don't fucking expand on impact, but they're going right through you.
Oh yeah,
But if I'm shooting hollow points, right? Like a 9mm hollow point will open up to about the size of a fucking quarter.
Yeah,
when it goes through.
And
when
they've
it goes
done a
through
lot of
somebody.
ballistic
That's
testing
huge.
where a lot of the defense ammunition that you get for your 9mm is almost equivalent to a 45. So
exactly.
you can buy different ammo. There's a lot of expensive shit out there that you can do that. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit about
I'll
that.
go 9 all day for cost of shooting at a range. Just
And if
being
it's your first
effective.
pistol, I always recommend
Yeah,
9mm
and
because you're gonna shoot it a lot.
controllability. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I love shooting a 45. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
but like
Fuck
the
yeah.
9 is
Yeah.
so much easier to fucking wrap your arms around. So
And you
much
get to carry
easier.
a lot more ammo because all the mags are going to carry more ammo too.
Yeah, do you want to carry 15-round mags? Do you want to carry fucking 9-round mags or
Right.
10-round mags?
And then
It
another
is what
thing
it
to
is.
say too is that we're talking 7 rounds, 8 rounds in a
1911 holds
Right.
7+1.
Okay, so now we're talking about
Single
okay,
stack.
you have multiple people to shoot. Maybe you had to shoot to get to cover.
Yeah.
Now you're on 1 round. Like, how is that gonna? You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you,
So-
if you only got one
Yeah,
in the
people.
gun, that's
I don't
all
know.
you got.
I don't have any combat experience or anything like that. But I would say anyone that's gonna tell you that like, oh, these 6 rounds, these 8 rounds are all I fucking need. I think they're lying to you, or they got some ego thing.
There's a
Yeah.
big dick mentality.
Yeah,
with that
I don't
shit.
buy that. I'd
Well,
rather have a fucking
so-
high
so-
cap
so
mag, right?
Corey says he's never shot a 45. Corey, you got to get out
Oh,
there.
no
and fucking
shit. Yeah,
put-
you got to do it, bro.
Oh,
It's
dude,
fun.
It's so cool, man. It's so cool. Like
I
it's
love it.
it's gonna
Yeah.
gonna buck
It's-
you, but like
yeah.
you're gonna be like, oh, you get 3 out to get the adrenaline to go away, and then you're like, oh motherfucker, and you're just like, yeah.
Well, he's also a
That-
40 shooter, so it won't
that
be as
thump-
bad for him.
No, it won't be.
as
It won't
bad
be.
for him.
The 45 pushes you more than it does snap you, like the 40 does. The 40 snaps.
It's like a big block versus a small block motor.
But do you know
You
what I
got the
mean
torque,
though?
the
Does that
cook-
make sense?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Like
it's like the big
40
block.
will like snap your wrist. The 45 will push your body.
Right. Yep.
Like it's different, and like once you get into it, like you're like, holy shit, you can keep your wrist more stable. It's the 45 is a fucking badass.
Yeah, I've been shooting
round, dude.
45 a lot back in the day. I mean, dude, when I was a kid even.
I will tell you right now, any dude that has combat experience will tell you there's no situation they went into that they thought they had enough ammo.
I knew where you were going right there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nobody thinks that they had enough ammo. If you can pack more ammo
Do it.
over, an extra pair of boots, extra pair of socks, whatever it is, they'll fucking do it.
Pack the ammo.
So what do they say? The only time you can have too much ammo is when you're on fire or drowning.
Exactly.
Only 2 times you can have too
Exactly.
much ammo.
when it's yeah, that's it. That's the only time I think I would ever say, I have too much ammo.
I'm drowning or I'm on fire.
Yeah.
But then
Fucking
again, in that situation, we do training to get rid of that shit. So.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But,
Well, you guys got.
but
You
that's
guys,
it-
have, you
but-
guys have tearaways, right? Your vests and shit, they all come right off.
Yeah.
Well,
so
not
it's
as
all.
fast as.
It's either a zipper and it's like a button and a zipper, or it's a clip and a zipper or something.
Well, don't
like,
you
something
have?
along
What about the
those lines.
QD vests where you pull the cord out and like the whole thing just comes apart?
No.
You guys don't have
that's
those?
like
No, that's like,
some advanced shit.
Yeah, they didn't
Well,
have.
because
So-
I've been
so
told
we had-
somebody was telling me that like it was either you or I thought maybe it was Andy or something. Because like what they would do is you guys would blue falcon each other in fucking when you guys are just chilling out, whatever. Like you know what blue falcon means? Like the whole
I know.
buddy
I know.
fuckers
Yeah, I
thing.
know
Like
what you're talking about.
it's you guys would be in an area where you weren't seeing any combat and like somebody would fucking yank your cord off your vest and fucking the whole thing, all your plates and shit would just dump out.
It does.
And it was like
so,
motherfucker, and
so
like
the
now you
ones-
got to spend time to like stitch
yes,
it all back together.
The ones we were issued do that.
Okay.
But as far as the Blue Falcon thing, I didn't. My crew was super cool, so
that's good. That's good. I just mean like
we
you
didn't have
never
any
did
dicks
that.
in my
It wa-
fucking
yeah,
platoon.
yeah. It wasn't like it was one of those things where it was like it was a dick move, but like you only did it to your buddies, kind of a thing.
Right.
You know?
Sounds
But-
like something
Which
the Marines do.
seems
But if you-
stupid to me.
But yeah, exactly. It sounds like something a Marines would do because
It sounds
That
like
was for you.
while they're melting their crayons, waiting for them to eat, they're just like, "Hey, look at this shit!" Like, fuck out of here.
It's only a little biased. That's fine. Go ahead, Val.
Starting at the,
Totally
the
biased.
paintball shop, and
You gotta talk into the
showed
mic.
you showed me one of
There
the vests that had the cords, and you were like, "Don't pull that," and I was like, "Well, now it's just a big red button. Like,
Now
I
you
really
just
wanna
wanna-
pull it." Like,
Right?
No, because they did. Like there was one on top. There was some that had it on the bottom, and like customers would come by and they'd be like, "What's this?" I'm like, "No!" Like, are you? Don't touch that!
Don't do
They're
it.
like, what's the big deal? I'm like, because you pull that, and I have to throw that in the garbage. Like,
Yeah,
there's no, you can't
no
put
putting
it back together.
Nothing.
Well, the ones we had, you could put back together.
Well, we're
You-
talking
no,
paintball shop
you-
versus
no,
Yeah,
Oh,
always
yeah,
keep
exactly.
an extra
Yeah,
bag.
yeah, that makes
Corey.
You can.
I was
do
about
it.
to say, I was like, you could totally put it back together.
You can.
It's
but
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's
Are you
not-
gonna be pissed at them?
like.
Are you-
Fuck yeah.
So,
Like I'm fucking hourly. I'm not gonna put it back together. Get
so I'm
the
gonna
fuck outta
I'm gonna
here.
address Corey real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I always rock this bad boy, and then this one goes in my pocket. Now, if I think that there's something more than that, I have this guy, and these are always together. Or if I'm just hanging out in the command bunker or something like that, I'll just bring this guy out too. But usually this is in one of my pockets, and then this guy's on my hip, and then this guy's just ready to go. And you
Those,
just slide them on because these are the paddle holster.
The paddles they
Yeah.
go inside the pants.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, so
Okay.
your
What's
belt
the
and
red
your
part?
pants.
Is that like the
This is just
sticky,
like rubber.
Like okay, so it like sticks to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, so it's a grippy.
yeah.
Okay.
Grips the old drawers there.
So yep.
That's how it works. I like
So,
that.
pretty
I
cool.
Like that.
And this guy's pretty cool too because you can.
Can I see that?
adjust
I want
them.
to
Yeah.
see. I want to check.
But you
the
can
tension.
use your
You want to touch the red?
I wanna
your
touch-
screwdriver,
pink.
and you can
Touch the
actually
pink.
tilt these guys whichever way you
Oh,
want.
you can cant them.
Yeah. So
Nice.
this one's slightly forward.
I just want to see the tension.
Oh, there's not much.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Those are ready to go.
Oh, yeah. They've been used a
Yeah.
little
All
bit,
right.
too.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, these are definitely ready to go.
That's
But yeah, so
badass,
always
dude.
carry one. Even when I have like my
Here, drop this in one of those.
my basic kit all ready to go, I still here you go. I still always have this one in my pocket, and I actually run AR mag in my back pocket. So I still even have like the side little holder that holds my AR mag. I have my chest rig, all that stuff, but I still always keep one in my pocket.
It's almost the same. It's a little less actually. I feel like it's a little smaller than the 9
Yeah.
mag. Check it.
Oh yeah. Just
Yeah,
a little bit less. Just
a little bit. That's bad. This is fucking sick though. That little
Yeah.
rig is nice.
Yeah.
Those are like $20 on Amazon, by the way.
Yeah, and this holster we just looked up, what was it, like under 40
Like
bucks?
$36.
Yeah.
For like an expensive one.
So
$36.
what's cool about this is a different. Let's do this all again. All right. So the way this works is different than all. So when you have normal Kydex, you pull them straight out, and then you orient towards your target. Well, this guy, when you pull him out, you're already this way. So you have to go this way. So you're already oriented towards the threat.
So I'll be honest with you, Johnny.
So, yeah.
That is a very like niche.
Yeah, but
holster.
every guy that's like the gun guys that actually start shooting, I've turned like 5 people on to this style.
I'm just saying.
This
think
is
I
Israeli,
I
bro.
think it's cool that you like it.
Yeah.
Not my style, personally.
You haven't
Me
used
personally.
it.
No, I won't use it. I will not get into that.
But you haven't
Trial
used
and
it.
error.
You should
Yeah.
try it.
Hashtag
No,
Yeah.
I know.
But
I know.
when you pull it, it's immediately oriented. It's just like
It
right
goes,
when you do it.
it goes
yeah.
against everything I know about firearms. Like
Yeah.
it just goes.
Because normally, like,
No, I think it's
so
bad.
when
Like,
you
I
have
think it's badass.
When
I
you
really
have,
do.
No, it's cool. When you have the Kydex, you're always it's up. It rides a little higher than this guy, and you're also gonna be up in your armpit, like when you're drawing. So this guy, you're down lower. It's like, especially with guys with bigger arms. Yeah. Or shorter arms, for that matter, too. So yeah.
Andy.
Yeah, so Andy from episode 5, he actually has a 19, and he went and bought one of these. He had the other Kydex, and he was like, how do you do this? And I'm like, well, this is how you're going to do it if you use the Kydex. And then I'm like, if you get this one, then this is what you can do. Plus, it really will. So I have Kydex with the flashlight. I have one also, and I just didn't like it because now you're looking at this thing that's like this big on your hip because you have to have the space for the flashlight. And it doesn't retain the one that I have. It's like I can't remember which one it was. Maybe I'll find it.
What light do you have? Is that TL1 that you have? on
Yeah,
there?
this is the TR1 HL Streamlight, and this is a bright ass motherfucker.
Yeah, that's actually
And bang for
the
your
light
buck.
to get. That's the light to get.
Yeah. So obviously, if you have money, you're gonna go with the Surefire. But if you don't have the money,
Hey,
this is the next.
Fuck
yeah,
Surefire.
I
They're
agree.
a bunch of fucking
Traitors.
gun-grabbing bitches. Yeah,
Yep,
fuck them, dude.
traitors.
Fuck them. Fuck Surefire. Fuck Benchmade. Yeah, we don't fuck around with those bitches anymore.
So back in the '90s, it was Smith and Wesson was little fucking cocksuckers, bro. You know about that?
No,
So
with the lights?
Smith and Wesson's $32.99 is how much that holster is, by the way. And it's a
Oh, fuck
Phobos. What is it? Just tactical on Amazon. And I did the paddle. You can also get it with just the
Yeah.
the
Phobos
belt
tactical speed holster paddle.
Can you get it with an RTI, G-code RTI? Are you familiar with that?
No.
The rapid transition interface, the one I have in my battle belt.
Oh, I know what
The-
you're
the
talking
three
about. That
holes?
little clamp thing.
It looks like it's like a 3-hole, kind of like a Blackhawk,
I don't know.
except for it locks in and it locks.
This one's like riveted
You
on.
probably fucking can.
The belt one
whatever.
has different attachments, maybe.
I like the G-code RTI rapid transition interface because you can put those onto a drop leg, a holster, a chest mount, whatever, and you just fucking lock the son of a bitch in there, and
Yeah.
the holster's on there, and you can have it. You can do a chest draw. You can do a side. Cross draw. You can do.
Never
you
do
know,
cross draw. The
like
chest,
well, yeah, no,
chest
I don't,
is
I
good.
don't. I don't cross draw a lot.
Yeah, the chest is good
when-
for
when-
vehicles.
When we were playing airsoft and whatnot, cross draw was really cool until you realized you had to get it on the ground. It was like son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's like,
you-
oh, fuck.
So here's the thing: in
It takes more
airsoft,
time,
you
too.
never use your pistol, especially if you're playing outside. You never use your pistol because it's like the only reason you use a pistol was when you were indoors because you had to engage people close, and so it was like a rule where
Yeah, I was gonna say it's part of the rules.
yeah, it's part of the rules. Like the pistols shoot at a lower velocity, so if you're going to engage people less than 10 feet, you have to use a pistol. Well, there are some fields where it's like, no, there's no engagement
It
distance.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
They were that was the best field I ever played at. Is in Stockton. It's called CQB City. 0 engagement distance. The only rule was semi-auto only. You couldn't just full auto. So semi-auto, but you could breach.
It's a good trade-off, though.
Dude, the thing was, the big thing about them was like, let's not develop bad habits. Let's make this Milsim. Let's make this military simulation. Let's make it actually what it is. We're not just playing airsoft here. We're training, okay? Train like you fight. You're not going to fucking pull out your pistol when you go into a building instinctually. You're going to bring in your fucking rifle. Just don't full auto people, because we are also in the business of keeping people safe.
Yeah,
So-
it depends on how long your gun is too. Like, so if you're rocking like a 20-inch barrel or something, yeah, you probably want to go to a pistol. You know what I mean? That would be the time.
Right,
yeah,
but
that would be a
most of
different-
us-
But
most
then
of
you
us-
train for that, right? Like if you're the designated marksman of the group or whatever.
Oh,
you know, like,
you're
then
probably
yeah.
not the first one in the fucking building. You know what
Well,
I mean?
yeah,
Like, you're
but if you
doing-
got separated, you might need to know how to do it.
maybe,
know what I mean?
but I'm just saying, like a guy like me, I could go through a
I like
fucking-
clearing with pistols way better than
I could.
rifles, bro.
Well, here's the thing.
It's all
You get me
just
and my.
fucking
I
tucked and-
have my airsoft DMR, right? It's got like
Yeah.
a 21-inch barrel or something.
Plus,
like
it's harder to do
big.
like backflips and shit.
Yeah.
When I
reversed handsprings. I just mean like
wall run Superman punches.
yeah.
fuck
yeah.
But I
dude,
just mean
fuck
like
yeah.
you like
You know what I'm talking about.
Most of us have SBRs when it's airsoft, because like you can have as small as possible, so everyone had a small one for the most part. And like yeah, when you're breaching the fucking room, like you're gonna go in with a rifle, and so you were literally at this place, and it was hilarious because like if the FPS limit for most of these things is 400 feet per second. All right, so you walk into a room and there's a guy from me to you, and I blast you one time, pop, or hit you a couple times, do double tap, pop, pop. You get fucking boom, boom. Maybe one hits your gear, one hits the skin. There was no issue with people calling their hits in that area, because a lot of times when you're far away, they're like, "Oh, did I get hit? I don't know if I got hit." Like you get nailed that close, they're like, "Fuck,
arm up.
I don't want to play anymore." It was, yeah.
I want to go home.
We've all come home with some welts.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I
Yeah,
had.
the Smith and Wesson. What I was just gonna say, like before that, that in the '90s, before all this other like, you know, what were we talking about? Surefire and Benchmade. So Smith and Wesson went in the '90s, and they actually were like all on board with Clinton's like new initiatives on like. We need to have locks on the guns and safety and all that stuff. So back in the '90s, that was the bad guy. Like we always were like, "Fuck Smith and Wesson! I'll never buy a fucking gun." They slowly, with time, now no, you don't ever.
Now
hear
they're
that.
okay.
You don't hear that in the gun community. But I never forgot. I was like, "Nah, fuck that! You give in to the government, go fuck yourself."
S&W.
yeah.
The only good thing they came out with recently was that fucking shield, dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, they got some nice. I've shot a AR or two of theirs, and they're all right.
My old man's got a 22 AR of
Yeah.
theirs. It's pretty cherry.
Yeah,
to be
I got the 5.56 one under my belt. Like I got to shoot that one. It ran really good. Like I'm not saying
They're-
anything against the product.
They're
I'm
not
saying fuck them.
Yeah. They do.
Val,
make
were
it-
you gonna say something?
They make
minute
a good
ago? You were gonna
product,
say
though.
something, but
Oh no, just fucking airsofting. Just there was one time Richard.
More mic. For you.
Richard was
so you gotta talk
fucking
right into the
right into it.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm sucking
you
a
could
dick.
turn
It's
it.
weird.
Yeah.
exactly.
Big old black dick.
Yeah,
There it
there
is.
you go.
Right in your mouth.
No, we were out airsofting one time, and the whole coming home with welts thing just. Oh, it's so awful. There was a picture that just came up on one of Jamie's memories.
Mountains. They were like raised
mountains.
this fucking far,
They look
dude.
like
It was
anthills. They had the
gnarly.
hole with the BB, and then it just
So,
went to purple.
you know
It
who
was so
did it?
bad.
Fucking Izaz.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Michael?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He.
fuck.
Yeah. He. No.
I
So
know
here's
him.
what it was. We were doing a.
You scared him.
We were doing a team on team scrimmage.
Right.
And fucking. So I had a shotgun. And I was on the edge of a Connex box, and I knew he was around the fucking corner, okay? He had his AEG out, which is your automatic electric gun, which means he could not engage me if he wanted to. The thing is, I knew that. I knew he was not going to be able to transition to a pistol fast enough, so I fucking sprang around the corner, blasted him with my shotgun. I nailed him, and he got scared. He flinched, and he squeezed the trigger all... fucking stitched me up, dude. Just fucking bop, bop, bop. And then his muzzle came clear.
Dude, the people that get scared are the worst. Like working at the paintball shop, I've had to tell a number of people like airsoft, in my opinion, is better because paintball you got a 3-gram projectile going at you,
Right.
but airsoft is a bit better. But yeah, you still bleed. Like I still have a scar on the back of my arm because someone got scared, and it's still a thing. And it's like people don't understand. Like I wish that action of trigger control and control of yourself, like even though you're scared,
Right.
you still gotta be prepared
Yeah.
for not fucking clenching immediately. Because I was down on the ground once
Finger
and just
discipline.
hand overhead, and like I had gotten out, so like, but there was a firefight going over me, so like I'm hand over my head, hand up, like I'm out, and some guy turned the corner, saw me, and popped me right in the top of the skull.
Oh fuck!
Richard almost lost his shit. He was about ready to fucking throw fists.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah,
shout out to Richard. I was there for that. So,
Yeah.
real
Oh.
quick, Ian.
Yeah, shout
Corey,
out to the PV2 that's in Fort Leavenworth for
Cor-
the same shit. So
Ian. Corey says it's bigger than Johnny's rig for his Glock. When you asked him the holster story, I was there for that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you were.
What you don't understand is like, yeah, you can wear a helmet or whatever when you're playing fucking airsoft, all the bullshit. But I mean, when you get nailed on top of the head, like it's not like a paintball, okay?
No.
Like they're hard, okay? They don't break when they hit you. So there's no alleviation of the force. They literally fucking ricochet off your head, and it feels like someone hit you with a rock about that fucking big, like the size of a marble, like a
Yeah.
boulder. Like it really, it fucking hurts bad. I've been fucking nailed in the bean so many fucking times, like. So many. So my thing
Unicorn
is,
horns.
my
Unicorn
my
horns.
thing is like I have the fucking that aggressive, like I have the hat on, I have my glasses on, right, and fucking my ear pro on and everything, and I get that head down tilt to aim, and I fucking side up, and it goes right over the top of my gun, and it fucking goes right in between the space between my brim of my hat and the fucking goggles.
Oh,
Dude, every single time makes it like that fucking high. It raises
so
just
big.
a fucking mountain, and it's ridiculous. So the next 3 or 4 days, everyone's like, "Fuck, the fuck's that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's my fucking unicorn horn. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here."
get the fuck out of here.
It's brutal. It's fucking. It hurts
Satan
more than a lot of
bless
people
me,
will
leave me
think.
alone.
Oh my god, my buddy Phil. Shout out to Phil. He's never gonna
Phil,
watch this,
yeah.
but he had this fucking gas powered
Statism.
car
the
98.
car.
And what we would do is we get all fucking hammered at my old place I used to live at, and be like, "All right, you gonna take one?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take one." And we go standing up against the fence. You put your hands over your dick so it doesn't ricochet off, and you cover your face, and they shoot you in the back, and they hit you somewhere in the back. And one time I got hit in the back of the fucking arm, right above my elbow. God, this thing used to shoot 600 feet per second. We used to use .28 gram BBs, which is like if anyone's listening to the fucking airsoft, they were like, "Wow, it's heavy." They're on the heavier side. It was every single hit was you bled. Every single hit, and we would just be like, "Yeah, give me another one." We're all fucking hammered. It was brutal, dude.
Fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
rough. It was
Nah.
rough.
No. Shout out to Kenny for making it to the live stream.
Kenny made it to the live stream.
Yeah, he's
Where
here.
is
He's
he?
here.
so
Oh, he's
Uh,
coming in.
No.
No.
No reply.
so
that was the
Womp
joke.
womp.
so I was telling Corey that I used a drop holster when I was in the military.
Right.
Drop leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that the way this holster function is way more efficient than the up and in, as opposed to like it's the way I see it is it's like old Western like
Mhm.
fucking.
Yeah, quick draw type
Yeah.
thing.
I
quick
ran
draw
drop
shit.
leg when
Okay.
I did
It's-
airsoft.
So when you're doing it, it's just right there already, right? That's what you're looking for, right? Is
That
how
quick
fast
motion, yeah.
you can get your barrel
On target.
on target.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at, and I think this holster is way more efficient than the up and out.
But okay, so let me ask you this.
And I mean,
I agree-
you can probably be a fucking expert at up and out
Sure.
and be way faster than me with this holster.
especially if you're training
Right.
that way
I'm
all
just
the time,
saying if let's say you have equal amount of experience in both, right? I'm saying this one's going to be
That's
it's gonna
your
be quick-
preference.
Yeah, it's going to be
Okay,
quicker.
no, fair. And like if we're
And-
talking preference, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to bring up is that like if we're talking about, it is still two motions. You still have to go. So with that one, you go back and
Kinda.
up.
Well,
No,
that's
no,
what I'm
no,
saying.
it
That's
is,
what
it
I'm
is.
saying.
Not really, because you're just
This
out.
one is
No,
this
it's,
one is
no,
one.
it's not though. No, it's not.
Absolutely.
You still have to go back.
You
from
have
it,
to go
though.
back.
No, it's
and
just
up.
one because you're just there.
No,
It's just
Yeah.
it's just a
no.
twist.
If
That's
you,
one.
no, if you
Pulling
break
up.
that down and you
Hold
want to be
on.
technical about it, that's still two motions.
Okay,
One-
then well, if you break down
One motion is that.
if you
No.
break
But you still have
down
to
the
go up to your
other,
opponent.
No, it's just natural.
If
Because your
you-
body, watch, check this out. So when your body is standing here, you're just this.
So you're hip firing.
Instead of
well,
up,
that's how you orient
and
it.
then
You can come up. And
But that's two motions, is what Jamie's saying.
One motion out.
No, okay. What to
It's
point
only
on
down.
to point on target
No,
is what Jamie's
no,
saying.
no. Check it out.
Okay.
No.
Check it out. I'll prove
no,
it.
he's
Watch.
no Val. He's
So, one motion.
He might have me here on
Watch.
this one.
So
Okay.
you got the grip. One motion.
Okay.
Down. That's it. Down. It automatically, the weight of the gun goes that way. One motion. Now, when you bring it up to do your next thing, yes, then you got 2, 3,
Right,
whatever.
right. And
right?
I wasn't. I
But
wasn't
the
even trying to get
initial.
into
That's
that.
all I
Yeah,
was saying.
yeah.
That's
no,
all I was saying.
And I was
One motion.
Yeah,
No,
and
and
if you do
like
the,
I said, you might have me on that one.
and
You
if
might
you
have me
have
on that.
Yeah.
if you have the drop
Can
holster,
you
you're
can you
pulling
spin that away
up
from Ian? Like I just.
and then out.
Yeah, well, it
right?
can't
Yeah.
fire.
Instead of just
No, I know
out.
it can't. I just mean.
I-
I'll
Come
point
on.
it
That's what I'm
towards me.
saying.
I get it.
It's-
I
it's-
get it. Yeah.
It's more efficient because you can just pull
not
straight
be
I'm
back.
pointing at the freedom
on
fighter.
target
Yeah, let's not be
instead
dicks.
of up and then out.
I get it.
That's the whole reason I think that is more efficient.
Well, it's just the initial draw
think-
out is so simple. Like Andy
think
from
what I'm thinking
episode
is,
5
like,
did the same thing. He was
sights
pulling it. Yeah.
Versus, like, I think what I'm thinking of is sights. Is like
Yeah, but
if you,
it doesn't matter, right? So like if you pull it out here, right? It's 1,
Yeah.
2,
Hey,
because you have to.
real quick.
Right?
I'm sorry, Corey.
Yeah.
Corey, if you're still out there, man, can you tell me what's going on with our fucking stream quality? Does it look like dog shit to you?
Ours is blurry. That's why.
What the fuck is happening? I'm gonna try. and,
Oh, there it is.
I totally agree.
It just
with
was
you,
on a
Corey.
different setting on our thing.
yeah, but I mean, it did that automatically.
So
I
Corey
just-
said-
anyway.
Yeah,
Corey-
but nonetheless, so on all of them, right? So if you got to turn it down, right, like this
Yeah.
one, or if you got to pull it up, either way, you got to orient it right
Yeah.
towards the target. So this one, you're just doing 1 and it's already oriented. The other one, you have to go 1, 2. You kind of have to physically.
Okay,
That's all I
see
was
it,
saying.
I see
So
it,
Corey-
But
I
you
see
still
it.
have to bring it up to get like your
Right.
sights.
Yeah.
So Corey said,
Yeah, grainy. Yeah,
my thing
does
is
it
I don't
look
have a
better now?
permit, so why not have a little extra safety, right?
What do you mean? Wait, what?
So Corey said, they don't have a permit, so why not have a little extra? Why not have it a little bit extra safe?
What are you talking about? I don't know. I lost. You're in a conversation, so I was trying to
Yeah.
figure out where you're at.
So we're still talking about the holster.
Yeah.
So I can see what they're saying in
A
terms
permit for carrying?
of safety, right? For whatever they're doing, in their mind, they're keeping it safe to whoever's around them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2-step or a 3-step motion for them.
Oh, you're talking about safeties on the gun.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that doesn't matter because you can lock it up, right? So if you have a loaded gun with the safety on it, what's the difference with that or
Well,
one that's not?
I
That's
don't-
all I'm saying.
I'm saying
Because-
I see
Yeah.
where they're coming
Yeah,
from.
but
but I'm saying this is more
if-
efficient. If you're
Yeah,
in a,
we're talking about combat, right?
if you're in an
like,
oh shit moment,
right. You want this.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
you don't have to think about it. But if you have a safety, a decock, or any of that kind of stuff on there, right? So then, or external hammer, you have all this different stuff. It's like, well, what's really? I don't see what the difference is, honestly, because you still are gonna, if you have a kid around or something, you gotta keep your gun locked up.
Well, I
or
think
out of
that's
reach.
I think that's where they're coming from.
So-
Is
oh, that's what you're. Yeah,
Johnny, can
Yeah.
I see that?
this gun.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
that's
no,
where
like
they're
in
coming
the, in the
from.
holster. In
Yeah,
the
I gotta
Yeah.
make sure.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And there's the.
There's the
Easy,
light.
easy.
It's a little different when you're sitting down
I
too.
really just want to see the snap feature, like how difficult that is.
Oh, just your thumb, or your finger index.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Either
different when
way.
it's on your hip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either way.
So it's a total different thing when it's on your hip too, because like it's a lot harder to manipulate when I was holding it in my hand versus when it's there. It's just, and what's cool too is I'll kick it back like slightly in between my hip and my butt, so it's not dead center, and like you could sit down, everything is fucking
Go like
good.
a
yeah.
4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
kind of
It
it's
is-
really
it is a lot more
comfortable.
simple back
Yeah.
there. I don't know, like that force.
And then when
of
you
your finger.
when you re-put it in the holster, you basically go for the people at home that are watching, you put the barrel in first. So yeah, because that lines up. If you look inside, there's a little dowel. Go to pull it out again real quick, and you can look in there. So look inside. See, there's a little dowel that
Oh,
goes
yeah,
where the
yeah.
barrel is. So basically, you you go from the yep. So you put your barrel there. So it's it's the same motion as coming in and out. So it's a total different thing. And I thought it was a little gimmicky at first, but I liked how it cleared the
it's
what's
definitely different.
I liked how it cleared the flashlight. That's why I originally
Yeah,
got
oh,
it.
yeah,
And
for
then once
sure.
I ran it, I mean, I ran in gun with this thing, and so just because it's a paddle, like a lot of people will be, oh, it's not a belt. I mean, but you can get it with the belt. But I mean, this fucker has stayed on me crawling, running, jumping,
Well, with
everything.
how big the paddle is, I assume that it would stay
Okay.
in your pants a lot. Like,
You out?
All right, Ian's out of here. Later.
bye.
Peace.
All right. So yeah. So anyways, that's kind of that whole thing. That's what Ian was looking at. He was trying to see the different holsters. I have Kydex ones. I have 2 different Kydex ones, and I got like 2 different drop leg ones. But it's just, and it ultimately does come down to your preference. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know what I mean?
Well, so I got to tell you this much. Like, I have a couple of drop legs, and I have even the Blackhawk drop leg where it was in the hard holster.
I know exactly what you're
I
talking
fucking
about.
love.
Sepia?
I absolutely
Is it
love.
sepia? Is that what it is?
Serpa.
Serpa. There it is.
Serpa.
Something
I
like
love
that.
my Serpa holster.
I like how we said
Yeah, I
it
was like,
like
whatever
exactly.
it is. Yeah.
Serpa. It's
My dad
so
has one of those.
I like them a lot. However, like the only reason you're supposed to have a drop leg is so you can clear gear. So if you're
Yep.
wearing, okay, so the plate carrier that I have, I finally found one. Excuse me, that like covers my entire torso. So it actually gives me an increased reason to run a drop leg because I can clear my gear that way. I'm not pulling it from my belt up into my plate carrier. I can take it from my leg and go clear it away and punch out. But
Well, so that's a great point. So, like, if you're wearing those Kydex ones that all fit, all sexy looking and shit like that, they
Well-
run great. Now you're pulling it into your rig, or you might not even be able to get it off if you're wearing a carrier. Because that was what I ran into. This thing does actually run, I'm going to say at least an inch to 2 inches, at least 2 inches lower, I think.
Well, that and you're pulling back, not up. Into
Yeah,
your plate
and you're
carrier.
clearing it.
So
but
that
I mean,
makes
like, it
sense.
even fits, like, different. Like, when I'm wearing the other one, it's like, it feels like it's
higher
up
up.
higher. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. But, yeah, you don't have that issue with your
You're not
carrier,
pulling up,
or even
pulling
if you're just
back.
wearing a chest rig. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't even have to be a carrier.
all right, so 2 things. When I was wearing my chest rig, it didn't fucking matter. I'm clearing that gear, no problem. When I'm wearing it on a drop leg, it was easier for me because it is actually
Well,
below.
also, you have longer arms.
Well, that has nothing to do with
And
it.
a
It has-
longer
It
yeah,
has
it
everything.
does.
No, it has
There's
everything.
a lot.
Just listen. It has everything to do with the distance between the top of that holster, the top of that handle on that gun, and the bottom of my plate carrier. But if it's on my drop leg, it clears it completely. I can pull it up and then punch it out, no
Right.
problem. Now the thing is that I was able to run on my battle belt my 45 replica, my rig, right, on my battle belt, and still have my plate carrier on because the way when I draw, I would move over to the side and
Oh,
pull it up
yeah.
and draw it out.
To get out of the
Yeah,
way.
so I mean, it would just kind of, which I guess could be kind of shitty, but I
Yeah.
never once had a problem getting that thing out of its holster, and it was a Kydex holster.
Well, also
But-
the battle belt pulls out a little bit, like because it has the padding and stuff, so you don't have to like pull straight up from your body. You're pulling
Right,
out an
it's
inch and a
it's
half
away
from your
my body.
Yeah.
You're right. But the cool thing was too, if you think about it, that particular Kydex holster also had the G-code RTI on it.
Yeah.
I could just as easily put it on a fucking drop leg
Mm-hmm.
platform and molly it in, and then I would have it on my drop leg, and I could just, I could move it wherever I wanted.
Yeah.
The thing was, I wanted to get rid of the drop legs. I don't like drop legs. The only thing I would ever want to run a drop leg for anymore is the AR mag holster,
Yeah.
where it has
Mm-hmm.
3 of them, and you just have them squished into the Kydex, so I can fucking pull up from there. You know where that fucking saved my ass is when I was laying on the ground. And again,
Yeah.
we're not talking real combat here. I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
fucking play.
Yeah, because when you're
combat.
laying on the ground and prone, then you just rock to your side to pull it out.
Dude,
Yeah.
well, no, it wasn't even that. Like, I didn't even have to. I have my one leg kicked out, and I have my one leg straight down, and I'm just shooting. Boom, boom, boom. I could just reach down to my leg.
No, I was talking about
pop
a
a
carrier.
mag out.
Yeah, for a carrier.
yeah,
that's what
I could
meant,
just I could just pop a mag out and fucking get it in my gun.
So one thing is with the real guns, I can tell you the difference is you do not want to be running, in my opinion, drop leg or subloads on your other side. And the reason why is I've had to run a lot with a pack, everything on you.
They're heavy.
Yeah, well, and then on top of that, when you start running, even when they start out tight, when you start sweating and
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
they start shifting.
Sliding.
It's a fucking nightmare. I've ran everything and like how you were running the belt.
I believe you.
And then your belt ran
Yep,
up. And
I'll
you
never
learned
run it again. Never
So,
run it
yeah,
again.
That's why I can't fucking do it.
No,
I've
and
tried a bunch of
I
different
believe
variations.
you. I believe you, and it was nice when I was playing with my toy guns, right? Like, but I mean, as far as for like being effective, I get it.
You still can learn a lot from that. It's just the weight is a
but
little different.
You're absolutely
You
right.
know what I
though.
mean?
I'm 100% agreeing with you. Is what I'm getting at. Like, I believe you that like I will never run 3 fucking loaded 30-round mags on my fucking leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck that.
Yeah,
dude.
fuck that.
They have. I think who's it? I think it is Blackhawk that has the one that's like a subload that has. I think it's 4 or 6 on your leg.
Well, they have a
Something like
they have
that.
a 3. Mine was
No, but I mean like it's a pouch covered one.
Oh,
And it's like goddamn ridiculous, bro.
Oh God.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro. And I've tried running with a subload on one side and the pistol on the other, and it feels like when
No.
you're running, like your legs are going, like you feeling this extra.
Sloshing.
Yeah, it's horrible. And even when they're tight, and then you could cut off your circulation. It's
Yeah.
a fucking nightmare. So I don't like any of that shit. So basically, I just run a fucking either a carrier or a chest rig, and then this on my waist and this on my other side, and then I have something similar to this, but it's just a single AR one. And then, like I said, I always keep one of these in my pocket, and then my back pocket always has another 30 rounder. So, yep. So there's that. All right, Jamie, we got anything else going on up there?
No. Corey says when driving, the holster always went behind my back, and my shirt would always go over the gun. So I got tired of getting out of the car and pulling the shirt back over my gun. I mean, you got to though. Like if you're
Yeah.
so concealed carry is a
whole different thing.
lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. So if that's even what you're talking about, Corey. Okay, so I can't speak for the other two people at this table, but I do not conceal carry, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because it's literally almost impossible
Yeah.
to get
So difficult.
to make it legal to do it. But the thing is concealed carry is an entire lifestyle.
Mhm.
You have to almost like forego all of your ego and principles almost, because you have to be willing to let some guy tell you, or your girlfriend or your significant other, whoever, that you're the worst names in the book, and the only thing you are allowed to say is, oh, I'm very sorry you feel that way. We'll just leave, and that way you don't have to deal with us anymore. It's because if you get into an altercation, you've just brought a gun to a fight. And if your life,
and you knew about it first, so you're gonna get in trouble. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
and the thing is that if you know that you are going to get into an altercation, you are willingly bring a gun to a fist fight. And if you ever feel that your life is threatened, you are going to kill that man, or woman or whoever. But there's some crazy.
So there's other answers to that too, though. So like. This is, I know there's reflections and the green screen's going to interfere with it, but it's Fox Mean Green.
Dude, you've told us about that shit. It's
And
fucking ridiculous.
I've used this in the line of duty.
Holy fuck.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I don't
so
wanna
this
be on the
pepper
other end of
spray
that.
is no fucking joke. It shoots out a total awesome stream. I have used it to about 20 yards, and it was pretty much straight and true. It also leaves a green dye, and so this fucker basically looked like Kermit the Frog when he was done fucking running his mouth. So, yeah, it was a whole joke going on with my security guys. But, yeah, this is, dude, Fox Mean Green. You guys can pick it up on Amazon, and this is no fucking joke. There's two sizes. This is a smaller size, and I can't quite see. Here, Val. I don't know what size it is. It says what size. There's two different sizes. One's the bigger and one's the smaller. That's the smaller one. That'll fit nice in your cargo pocket. I look for it for a second there. And
Contains 6% OC.
Come on, oleoresin capsaicin.
Yep.
You know what it
Jesus, I've had a
is.
few drinks. Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
come on.
Jesus.
guys
So
are
have I.
intoxicated.
What the fuck?
It doesn't have the size that was what I was
net
looking
weight
for.
1.5 ounces.
Okay, so it's a 1.5 ounce. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Okay, there you go. And then the other one's like basically about that much bigger.
Probably 3 ounce.
And you can get like little like the Cops. This is basically like the small version, but it's the same width.
Mhm.
But you can get different like pouches for them for your belt and stuff. I don't recommend
That'll fit in a
them.
fucking pistol mag pouch.
Probably.
Depending on which one it is, because I've tried it in a couple and it doesn't work because it's a little fatter, just a little bit,
It's a little. Okay.
Just a
Just-
little
just
bit.
see.
Just a little bit
just
fatter.
a wee bit.
Well,
Yeah,
you
alright.
stretch it.
Yeah. It just depends on the one. I've tried different ones,
Yeah.
but you can actually buy the actual ones. But I'm telling you right now, you could have this. So you have your pistol, and you can have this. Obviously, you got a folder knife if you're smart.
Fucking 6%.
Um,
Jesus.
Yeah, but this is no fucking joke. This will literally
6%? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
6%
So
OC.
when I hit the person, they drop to their fucking knees.
That's up there.
Yeah.
It took them one breath in, and they sucked it all in, and as they were yelling, and they dropped to their fucking knees and started crying. So
Yeah.
this
The-
is no joke.
The pepper shot that we used to sell at the paintball shop was 0.5%, and then 5% was the max.
That was
Right.
the 10x was 5%
The
or
10X
0.5.
was, yeah,
or
no, the 10x
1%?
was 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
dude. And
holy
so
fuck.
just so you guys know, both her and I have fucking got like. So I had to
went
test
into
it
an
one
asthma
time.
attack.
They
I straight up had to
fucking-
go get my inhaler.
They brought like a fucking broken ball of it open, and they brought it to us, and they're like, we're not sure if this is actually working anymore. And so my dumb ass, I fucking finger and then fucking
right in the nostril.
right in my nostril.
Right in the nostril.
And then the rest of my day was a fucking nightmare, dude. I'm coughing, sneezing, just bleeding, just out of every orifice, just sweating, tears, everything. It was terrible. It's fucking. Everyone's like, oh, you got to carry pepper spray. You got to get pepper spray to do it. I'm like, won't do it. Won't do it. I will not do it. Are you out of your fucking mind?
You could just go buy this on Amazon, just carry
Yeah,
it
you don't
like
have
I
to
did.
do it.
So I've never been directly pepper sprayed, but I have multiple times been in the environment and I've
Felt the
literally
effects.
had it dripping off of me,
Oh,
where it
fuck.
wasn't like I've
It
had
was not
direct.
but even still, that close.
So
to
I've
you?
had direct skin contact, but not on my face. I've had the mist on my face multiple times. So
It
like
still fucking affects
at least
you.
3 fucking times I've been semi pepper sprayed, and
Yeah.
it's brutal in your
It
nose.
sucks.
Everything just starts. Yeah. What was awesome is anyone that dips out there is the same night that I did it last. Is I got a little bit of that mist in my mouth and it was like on fire. My face was on fire, and I took the old tobacco and
The old
put it in there.
Dipperooski?
Yeah, and it was the wintergreen, and so I got the fire and the cold, and it was pretty fucking good. I told all my guys after
You
it
gotta
happened,
get in
my
on this.
security guys, they're like, "What the fuck?" And I'm all, "This is good, bro."
Dude, that's
pretty
like
manly
our
moment.
buddy that tends
One
to
of my only manly moments.
our buddy that tends to cut peppers and eat peppers and then go touch his dick to pee. Like, oh my god.
Shout out to Josh. He's never gonna watch
Oh
this either.
shit!
And take out his contacts. Oh, the
A whole new
fucker.
term to fire crotch.
Oh,
God damn
so
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there's different ways. I mean, yeah, you can. I would say I would totally recommend this. I think they're around $20. Totally
go.
fucking awesome.
Which is not bad
so
for
so
a pepper
Corey
spray.
so Corey on the concealed carry lifestyle, he said it changed his whole way of thinking.
I
And,
believe it.
and I think that it has to.
But for Corey, this is definitely a good option, right? So you don't want to have to
well,
pull.
I mean,
then you have this as a
you-
fucking.
But I mean, like, there's the whole escalation of force, right? Like, you can't.
Well, I'm saying if there, because your analogy earlier was like if it's a fist fight, you bring a gunfight to a fist fight. So if it's
Yeah.
a guy with a fist, right, you could spray the fuck out of him, right?
Yeah, but you still have a gun on you, and therefore the cops come and, you know,
You're still gonna
So?
get. Yeah,
you
you're
still have a gun on you.
you're still gonna get dicked down for having a gun.
Oh, I don't
You know
give
what
a shit about that.
Status
I'm not
sucks.
talking about that. Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
I'm not talking
at
about
least
that.
you didn't kill a guy.
Yeah, that's
I
all
guess
I'm
is
saying.
what it
If
is.
you're
Yeah.
talking about
No,
escalation
yeah.
of force, that's all I
Yeah.
was saying. So that's how the cops do it. Like if you're barehanded, they're gonna use their pepper or their
Yeah.
what is it called? Their taser. And if they're armed with a knife or a gun, obviously you're going to the gun.
Immediately gun. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Immediately gun.
I was thinking a civilian on civilian, and the cops come, and you
Well,
like, yeah, you
I've used
stayed-
this, and the cops came every time.
Did you have
and
your gun on you though?
They wouldn't know that if I did.
Well, and they didn't pat you down or anything. Well, because you're
No.
a security
Yeah,
security
security
officer at
guard.
that point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They didn't ask.
Yeah.
They didn't ask a goddamn thing.
But
Yeah, all right,
I'm talking
all right.
civilian.
I don't think that they
Like,
would care either.
Fucking awesome.
No?
I don't think they would. If you're just a normal person, like minding your own business, and some asshole's trying to assault you, and you douched him with some pepper spray, I don't think they're gonna pat you down.
I don't think they'd pat you down either, but
I
well,
just
no,
highly
okay.
doubt it.
So,
I don't know.
I'm
It's
gonna-
questionable, debatable.
in my opinion, it's debatable.
It's
I
debatable.
fucking
So,
so one time I
Johnny-
did spray someone and I wasn't, so they never did anything then either.
Okay.
and you
So-
weren't on duty.
Oh, I'm wearing a flipped up hat and I was fucking wearing a punk rock vest and shit. They didn't do shit.
They're just like, you pepper sprayed this guy.
Yeah,
You're
well,
like,
this
they're like,
motherfucker-
Why? You're like,
well,
oh, because he was an asshole.
There was a bunch. No,
Obviously.
there's a bunch of people around. They're all, yeah, this guy was trying to assault this guy. They just go, hey, stand over there. And you got to know how to talk to cops. You let them talk,
Yeah.
and you respond when
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
Like,
That's
you
the
know,
thing.
whether
That's
we
the
like
thing.
them or not, you still have to do what you got to do so you don't get shot.
Yep. That's the. That's so
you don't
sad.
get
That's
got
the world we
got
live in
is
now.
what we say in the hood.
Got.
Yeah, with the gat. That's how me and Jamie roll when we're on the streets
Yeah. I don't want to get
Yeah.
got.
up in Cali.
The bad boys over here.
Come on, that's just fucking. I saw it again. I saw it on the stream right now. It's funny.
Oh, the delay. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, okay, how did that look?
Yeah, that's funny. Well, so pepper spray. That's another one. Have you ever fucked around with the two shotter, the one that shoots the gel?
I want to, but no.
Yeah, I've never fucked around with it either. Apparently, it's 2 shots only. It's not reusable, of course. I mean, that's not reusable either. But yeah, it's supposed to go 30 feet in a straight line. damn near, and it's just a gel, so it's not like it gets on you and you can't wipe it off.
And
not
that shit'll
easily.
spread.
So okay,
Right,
wait,
it's
I
not a
have
spread.
used gel. So I have you. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. So one of the times I've used pepper spray and it was a gel, I thought it was garbage. It got on the person. It didn't really have that. So what I like is when you're using the stream, it gives you a little bit of mist. So any fucker in the vicinity, even if it's you, you're gonna clear out of
Yeah.
that fucking.
It's got a
area.
better spray.
So it's kind of yeah.
Got
You
a
know what I
better
mean?
spray
Yeah,
on
it's a lot better.
Yeah.
The gel,
Yeah.
I didn't. Fucking got this guy pretty good too. Yeah, I mean, I basically dumped the whole thing on the guy's face, and it was like he was dying for a second there, but like we hosed it. We even helped him out. Like
He
we
made
hosed it off. Yeah, it was
he
good.
made it. He made it.
But yeah, I mean, this thing was just a whole nother level. So I went halfway. So what I was gonna say real quick is important. If you guys use this ever, like immediately, like obviously if that's all that's on you, put it back in your pocket. That you might need it again that night. Shake it up, whatever. Like you're gonna use it that night, but immediately order another one. And I'd always recommend if you do carry this, what I was doing is you have two. So one's like brand new. This one you use, then you rotate it. If you use it, then you order another one. And they do have dates. This one I don't think is marked.
I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
See.
But a lot of them will be dated, and you want to use them by then. But you
So-
shake them up real good, so it mixes everything.
So it's like kind of a funny story based off of this. I wanted to share with you my first experience with pepper spray. And
I'm ready to hear this.
Okay, so I'll keep last names out of this, but I was at a buddy James's house in Hollister. His parents had gone out of town, so we're having a party. We're in our early 20s, what have you. It's a rager. We're all having a great time. And basically what ends up happening is somebody gives it to my buddy Brian, okay? Now, my buddy Brian doesn't quite know what it is, and so he's like, what is this? And he fucking hits the button and he just goes, just a little bit, just into the air. And he's like, what was that? And we're like, oh no. And so you have people, we're all like, I didn't know what I was far away from him, right? And we're all in the living room. And you get people that are like, yeah, so what I was doing is I was going around to the, yeah, like, I mean, so what happened was,
Yep.
did you guys feeling this? Like, fuck. And long story short, we had to clear out of the fucking house, open up all the fucking doors and windows, and he cleared the whole fucking party out. We pepper sprayed everybody accidentally, and it was hilarious.
And that's
I pepper sprayed my house just making jalapeno peppers.
It's
I
a
didn't realize
different
that-
story.
It is
Oh
a
my
different
God.
thing.
Oh my god.
So that's a good point too, Jamie, because once you shoot this bitch, you're gonna have some of that residue on there, and if you touch it with your hand at all, now that
oh god,
Yeah.
now it's on
Oh.
your eyes
Yeah.
and your dick and
Yeah.
everything. Like
Yeah.
fuck, man.
yeah, I had like the last time I shot it when that guy dropped to his knees with the green and everything, like dude, half my face was like fucking like
Oh.
throbbing and like it was brutal. That was when I put the dip in. But like I said, I don't even consider that a direct shot because I didn't get it directly.
No,
But
yeah.
it literally inflamed my whole face, and it was like that for a good 4 hours.
Literally cleared my mom and I
Yeah.
out of our own apartment because some jalapeno got onto the burner somehow. Weeks later, decided to cook on that fucking burner, and I was like, "Why? Like, are you feeling like?" I don't understand.
yeah, it's like in between talk. What the fuck is what's
Her and I-
happening?
Her and I sat on our porch for like 30 minutes while the fan's going in the kitchen.
Ventilate the whole place. Yeah.
Because it was 2 weeks later. I didn't fucking realize that that's what happened, and it finally fucking dawned on me that I fucking pepper sprayed my own house. Like Jesus, like
Homemade pepper spray. There's recipes out there.
Yeah, just put some
Yeah.
fucking
Jesus.
jalapenos on your burner.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
so
do you
it
have something
fucking
else you
happens.
want to talk about, or is there
Not
anything else?
necessarily,
All right.
man. That was pretty good. We got
Call it?
guns, we got gear.
We gotta do.
we
a
don't, we don't have
podcast.
any gear after this one.
Well,
I'm just saying, like, we don't have any gear to like. I mean, you talk about your holster.
we
and
talked
shit.
about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Gun,
All right,
Like
I
I
guess-
feel like most of the podcast was about guns, actually,
Yeah.
or live stream. Sorry, I
Yeah,
had to correct that.
it
real
is what
quick.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll go ahead and call it, and we'll clean up for the podcast. I don't know if I'm going to be on the podcast. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Happy
Might just be a
shit.
Johnny show tonight
Yeah, maybe.
because our black guys aren't here. So there's that. Yeah, I said
You
that.
guys
live.
had one job.
I said that live. That's probably it's terrible, but I said it.
It is what it is. Shout
Yeah.
out to Kenny and Aaron.
Yeah, fucking.
Fuckers.
All right, boys.
Later, Corey. Good talking.
Yeah, Corey, thank you so much for being here. Really
Bye, Corey.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
That
And
was
everyone
fucking
else.
awesome.
Everyone else too.
Yeah, anyone else who's
he was our
watching.
interactive buddy for the day.
Yeah,
All right,
we really
guys.
appreciate it. We'll catch you guys on the flip flop. Hopefully for what are we 39 tonight?
39.
Yeah, 39. Episode number 39.
We're almost 1 year.
Almost.
Here it is, boys. All right. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you very much.
Peace, bitches.
And girl.